So today is a nice fall day, and the leaves have been falling, and I got most of them picked up. The garden looks really nice today. We have the fall flowers. Let's walk over to the pond. Lots of leaves, but they're easily blown away when they're dry. Yeah, so this is the pond lot. It's block 1801, lot 11. It's in Frelinghuysen. This is under the farmland preservation. So the property line is roughly here. This is our own private pond, stocked with fish. Well, I didn't stock it, but we've had fish since the beginning of when we were here. I try and keep the brook clear, so I have a little bit of work to do. I'll do that some other day. Sometimes I'll walk the pond. If I see any stones I can lift, I'll lift them up and put them on the bank. Just to protect from erosion. The brook isn't moving very fast today, but there are times when we have a lot of rain and we have a lot of water. Yeah. There's also snapping turtles in the pond. People have gone swimming in it in the past. I've seen pictures of when there was a float in the pond and kids jumping in. So you can see I picked up rocks here. Just push them over to the side, just to prevent erosion on this side. I don't really care about the other side. I think we have ownership of the entire brook, so we do own a little bit on the other side, but you can see a fence in the background, so that is the neighbor over there. They have a very nice property, very nice house. I'd say our house and their house are the two nicest in the area. So this is a township of Frelinghuysen. We moved here in 2001. basically on 9/11. So we had purchased the property in June of that year, and we wanted to have some work done. So one of the things we wanted was the windows replaced. So we put Marvin windows in, and that process was occurring on when 9/11 struck. And my wife and the kids were in Battery Park City in a condominium there, and she had quite the event that day. Power went out, 3 little kids on the 24th floor. She had to take them up and down a few times during the day. Eventually, they got brought over to Jersey City, made their way onto the train out to where I could pick them up. This is an overflow drain, so it goes underneath the ground, and right around there. It looks like it may be covered over with leaves. I need to check that. But yeah, it's a nice pond. Nice for relaxing, sitting on a bench and cook out, whatever you like to do. So we have lots of leaves. These leaves were cleared. Every so often we just take the blower and we keep the paths open. So the property line goes over to Scott Cook's property. This goes all the way down to the brook. I'd like to make a little bridge going across, but I think that's going to be something left to the next careholder of the property. So across the brook is our property, I don't know, maybe 20 meters. This is a source of lots of rocks, so I've pulled out many rocks for use around the property, watering gardens, things like that. The one thing we have is lots of rocks, and you need to watch out with your mower. You get to know where all the rocks are. I've dug up lots of them, so there's much less than when I first came, but sure, there's always rocks. So over here is the coop. We used to have geese, and this was the geese house. We put them inside at nighttime, at least up until the point where they decided they didn't want to go. That wasn't a particularly good decision, though, because there's coyotes around here. And over time, they just get picked off one by one. They have to stay in the water. We have wild geese come here every spring, and they lay eggs. We seem to have the same geese come every year. At least they seem to be the same geese. So yeah, so a fence goes down there, and okay. Yeah, so we have obviously above ground electric wires, cable, internet, cable TV, but they go down underground towards the meter and other boxes in the property, so you don't see above ground utilities going to the house. So this is circa 1780, built by Moravian settlers. So this is part of a large farm, as I understand it. Very large, by something like 5,000 acres. But it has lasted. That's one thing about stone houses, it lasts. And I wish the walls could talk, because there must be a lot of interesting stories here. So this is the main garden.